Lieutenant Aaron Kelly should have died in the Kuiper Rift ambush. His patrol frigate, Eidolon, drifted wounded through ink-black space until a distress ping, ancient, alien, and unmistakably not human, cut across every channel. Protocols screamed ignore. Curiosity whispered listen. Aaron, stranded, gambled on the whisper. He rerouted the last droplets of reactor power into the comms array and answered. The reply was a set of coordinates etched in harmonics older than Sol's first sunrise. With nowhere else to go, he nudged Eidolon along the ghost trail. 37 hours later, the frigate slid beneath the shadow of a derelict generation arc, a living fossil from the first celestial exodus, when desperate species fled a dying dwarf star. Scanners found one faint life signature deep inside the frozen hull. Aaron forced the docking collar, pried open bulkheads, and discovered her. She was tall even by human standards, skin the pallor of lunar regolith, hair flowing silver-black in zero-G coils. Fine icicles webbed her eyelashes. A frost bloom traced the biometrics sutured to her collarbone. Yet her pulse, the scanner insisted, still flickered. Aaron woke her with a warmed medgel and stubborn optimism. Her first word was a whisper like a bow drawn across crystal. Mara. Then, in accented Terran standard, she added, You saved me. A debt is forged. Aaron tried to laugh. Save the poetry until my ship's engines work. Mara tilted her head, studying him with eyes of reflective obsidian. Then I shall repay you twice. She placed a gloved hand over his and said the words that would bind their fates. Close your eyes, human. Aaron obeyed, why he'd never grasp. Perhaps it was the hush of her voice, or the gravity of old promises awakening between stars. Darkness folded over him like velvet. Her fingertips brushed his temple and, for a heartbeat, the lieutenant knew every constellation by its birth name. When he opened his eyes, Eidolon's dead reactors thrummed alive, humming with power stolen from nowhere. Mara's hand drifted away, yet a phantom heat lingered in his skull, and the ship's monitors danced with cryptic glyphs. Middle compasses that point inward. Days later, Eidolon glided towards Sol with impossible efficiency. Aaron's crew, 5 survivors patched together by emergency recall beacons, pushed him for answers. He offered none. In the quiet between watch shifts, he and Mara talked. Or rather, she guided, he explored. Her people, the Lissari, were energy weavers. Where humans bent metal, Lissari coaxed quantum filaments, shaping force itself. They had traveled in generation arcs until civil war cindered their star, turning kin into shadows of radiation and grief. Mara had slept 10,000 years guarding a memory seed, a lattice of psionic code carrying every hope the Lissari once sang. Why reveal this to me? Aaron asked, both awed and wary. Because you carry the fracture of your own species, Mara answered, nodding toward battle scars on his uniform. You understand that salvation costs more than metal. They work side by side, integrating Lissari algorithms into human systems. Aaron felt the phantom heat in his mind each time their shoulders brushed. Nights became lessons. Mara showed him how thought could nudge particle states, how intention could curve a laser's trajectory. With practice, Aaron lit coins of plasma between his palms. Yet every miracle cast a longer shadow. Earth Command detected surges in Eidolon's drive signature and dispatched the HMS Vindicator to intercept. Commodore Resnick, a man who trusted only paperwork, demanded answers at railgun range. Aaron stalled with half-truths, buying time while Mara hid below decks. During a tense inspection, Resnick's sensors snagged the memory seed. Recognizing the energy spike as non-Terran, the Commodore ordered immediate confiscation. Marines stormed Idolan. Aaron blocked the hatch, pulse rifle unholstered. "Stand down, Lieutenant," Resnick barked. Aaron shook his head. "You don't understand what you're touching. It's alive." Resnick sneered. "So is every warhead in our arsenal." He gestured. Rifle muzzles glowed. Then Mara stepped into view, robes shimmering like the aurora. She placed 2 fingers to her lips and whispered the command that had changed Aaron's fate. "Close your eyes, human." Resnick scoffed, until a hush rolled across the corridor. Every weapon, every HUD visor, every servomotor flickered off as though the universe itself had blinked. In that breathless pause, Mara's silhouette split into twin echoes of light. When reality resumed, the Marines were unconscious, cradled gently on the deck. The memory seed pulsed inside Aaron's chest plate. Sirens wailed. Vindicator's guns pivoted. Aaron seized Mara's hand and sprinted. They jettisoned in a reinforced shuttle, racing tides of tracer fire. Mara folded space in microbursts, each jump burning through her life force. Aaron saw the silver in her hair tarnished to charcoal strands. They escaped, but only just, into the Ort Vale. Alone amid cometary ice, Aaron tended Mara. Her voice had dulled. "The seed must reach a cradle," she murmured. "A world where thought and matter dance." "Earth isn't ready," Aaron admitted. "Too many Resnicks." "Then we shape readiness," she said, gripping his hand with surprising strength. "Together." Ending. Stars written on skin. Aaron broadcast an outlaw rally cry to the border colonies. Scientists exiled for radical theories, miners who'd seen ghosts in plasma vents, smugglers with debts to wonder. They gathered at Syrinx Station, a forgotten scaffold orbiting Neptune's dark side. There, Mara revealed the seed, a dodecahedron of living light that pulsed in sync with human heartbeats. "Touch it with purpose," she instructed the circle of rebels. "Your dreams will code its route." One by one they dared. Vision spilled, clean fusion, healing frequencies, languages without lies. The seed expanded, facets unfolding like petals. But each bloom drained Mara further. Aaron saw her shoulders stoop, her glow dim. Resnick was not idle. Guided by triangulated warp signatures, Vindicator cornered Syrinx. The Commodore offered a single ultimatum: surrender the alien or face annihilation. Aaron answered with silence, and with a lattice of Lissari human force nets rigged around the station. When Vindicator fired, its own beams curved back, shredding railgun turrets. Shockwaves painted Neptune's clouds lavender. Amid the chaos, Mara swayed. Aaron caught her as she collapsed. Her skin cracked, threads of starlight leaking like fireflies. "I am at my horizon," she said, breath thin. "Then let me carry you across," Aaron pleaded. She touched his cheek, tracing constellations only she could see. "Close your eyes, human." Tears blurred his vision, but he obeyed. Her final psalm poured through him, a river of memories. Lissari children chasing auroral winds, architects weaving palaces of gravity, the moment their sons screamed apart. He felt their loss, their stubborn hope, their faith that some distant mind would finish the song. When Aaron opened his eyes, Mara stood upright, sovereign in luminance. The cracks in her skin flared, then sealed, but he sensed the price. She was burning the last of herself. She raised the seed. It blossomed into a sphere the size of a dropship, whirls of geometry etching mid-air. Syrinx Station shook. Metal groaned. Mara sang not with voice but with being. The seed answered, releasing a storm of violet motes that drifted toward the humans, settling like dew on eyelashes, etching patterns on